guys, it's Hannah and this is Bookwormstalk, and today I'm going to film a quick mini haul. I went to ABF, which is Austin Book Fest, a week ago by the time you've seen this, and I wanted to show you some of the goodies that I got, as well as some other things I picked up before, not after. I've been good since. So first I'm going to start off with, if this is actually a repurchase. I had the book a long time ago, and I hadn't read it, and I didn't even remember what it was supposed to be about, and so I think I sold it to half price or I gave it to a friend. I don't honestly remember, but it is called Room by Emma Donoghue, and I highly intend to see the movie, and everyone's going to say read the book before you watch the movie, but I think I'm going to watch the movie first, because I feel like it won't have as many details as the book would have, so I'll still be surprised when reading the book. You feel me? So I really want to watch it. I feel like everyone knows what this is about, but I'm going to go ahead and give you a very brief summary anyway. It is about a woman and her son who were trapped in the room. I think it's in a basement by this man. And her son was born into this. I think his name is Jack. And that's all he's known is the room. And she'll tell him stories about what the world is like. And he just doesn't understand. Like, that'd be like trying to explain to someone what color is when they've never seen, or what sound sounds like if they've never heard. It's difficult. Like, I have full body chills reading the summary on the back of this, but it's basically what I told you. I just made it sound boring. It's good. I'll leave the trailer for it linked down below, actually. Next book I picked up is another one that I did not get at ABF, and it is a chapbook of poetry called Today Means Amen by Sierra DeMulder. I've read 2 of her books, I want to say. 1 book of hers. But I've been really out of poetry lately. Like, I haven't been going to poetry night in Houston called Right About Now, which if you are in Houston, you should go and check it out. Yeah, I hadn't been in a long time because life got in the way, essentially, and I kind of fell out of poetry at the same time. So I bought that in hopes to get back into it. Quick mention, I also got Hidden Bodies on Audible, like audiobook, which I'm really, really digging. I love the narrator. I think his name is Santiago. Santiago got a nice voice. Next book I got, this one is from ABF, and it is called Paper Hearts by Claire Contreras. I like this from a distance. When I look up close, I'm kind of like, romance novel. But it's okay, because from a distance it looks really, really cool. But it's like little collage, I guess. But I've wanted to read some of Claire Contreras' work. I own something about the light. There is no light in darkness, that's what it is. And I haven't gotten around to reading it yet. I'm bad at this. I buy books, I intend to read it like that moment, and then I forget what it's about, which makes me forget if I wanted to read it at this moment or the next moment. Anyway, so I got this. The next book I got, this one is probably the one that I am the most excited about because Megan Simpson talks so much love for Taylor Jenkins Reid. Jenkins? And this is Maybe in Another Life. I love the cover to this. Like, weirdly enough, not my taste, but I am so into it. Oh, I didn't give you a summary for the past 2. Okay, I'm gonna give you a summary for this one real fast. Oh, that's why she said about my namesake. I get it now, because a character is Hannah and I'm Hannah. She also knows some sign language, because I accidentally, very embarrassingly to myself, my friends know this, I start signing when I'm thinking about things that I think about in sign language, so when I'm thinking spelling things, I was like, and she was like, were you just signing? And then we had a little conversation about sign language, which was cool. In Austin, people know sign language. I loved it. Okay, back to the summary. At the age of 29, Hannah Martin still had no idea what she wants to do with her life. I feel like I relate to Hannah so much already. She has lived in 6 different cities. Not anymore. I've been in 1. I wish I lived in 6 different cities. She's lived in 6 different cities and held countless meaningless jobs since college. God, this is my fear. But on the heels of a disastrous breakup, she has finally returned to her hometown of Los Angeles. To celebrate her first night back, her best friend Gabby takes Hannah out to a bar, where she bumps into her high school boyfriend Ethan. It's just past midnight when Gabby asks Hannah if she's ready to go. Ethan quickly offers her a ride later if she wants to stay. Hannah hesitates. What happens if she leaves with Gabby? What happens if she leaves with Ethan? In concurrent storylines, Hannah lives out the effects of each destination. That sounds so cool! Quickly, these parallel universes develop into surprisingly different stories with far-reaching consequences for Hannah and the people around her, raising questions including, is anything meant to be? How much in our lives is determined by chance? And perhaps most compellingly, is there such a thing as a soulmate? Hannah believes there is, and in both worlds, she believes she's found him. I'm so excited for this book! Oh my god, I'm like, ah! I have not been this excited for a book in such a long time. Like, this beats, like, highly anticipated novels for a long time. I don't even know the summary to this. I just recognized the cover, and I remember Megan talking about how much she loved her, and I was like, I want this one. It's pretty. Holy shit, I am so excited for this book. I have not been this excited for a book in a really long time. Like, I'm back to like my old jittery, like too much caffeine self. I'm so excited. I'm gonna finish my other books really fast now because I want to read that so badly. That is like everything I ever wanted to read in a book, ever. Okay, so now I have to give you a short summary for Paper Hearts, very short little blurb on the back, but I'm so excited about this book. Okay, focus. I lost her. No, I didn't lose her. I threw her away. She was my best friend. I was never supposed to fall in love with her. I was careless. She was heartbroken. I thought I was doing fine. But here she is, years later, forced to work with me, reminding me of why I fell in love with her in the first place. And this time, I'm going to do everything in my power to never let her go. I'm so into the forbidden romance thing so much. So when I did read the summary for this one before purchasing it because there were so many that I could have purchased. And I'm like, yeah, I think this is a winner. And the next book that I actually intended to pick up when I was in Sulphur Springs earlier in February, but I didn't end up doing, so I had to pick it up now. And I didn't actually end up getting this one signed because her line was too long and we already waited like 2 hours to get in and our feet were really dead, so we wanted to go. But I got K.A. Tucker's He Will Be My Ruin. I've read one other book by K.A. Tucker, 10 Tiny Breaths, which I'll have linked up here in the card. I'm like kind of afraid to read a summary of this for fear of spoiling myself, but I'm gonna give it a shot. On the surface, Celine Gonzalez had everything a 28-year-old woman could want. A one-bedroom apartment on Manhattan's Lower East Side, a job that mostly paid the bills, and an acceptable letter to a prestigious Hollingsworth Institution of Art, where she would finally live out her dream of becoming an antiques appraiser for a major auction house. All she had worked so hard to achieve was finally within reach, so now why would she kill herself? A man who was supposed to be her salvation. I was so confused. Maggie Sparks arrives in New York City to pack up what's left of her best friend's belongings after a suicide. Spoiler alert! That has left everyone stunned. The police have deemed the evidence conclusive. Celine got into bed, downed a lethal cocktail of pills and vodka, and never woke up. But then Maggie discovers a scandalous photograph in a lockbox hidden in Celine's apartment. She begins asking questions. Questions about the man Celine fell in love with, the man she never told anyone about, not even Maggie, the man Celine believed would change her life, until he became her ruin. On the hunt for evidence that will force the police to reopen cases, Maggie uncovers more than she bargained for about Celine's private life, and inadvertently puts herself on the radar of a killer. A killer who will stop at nothing to keep his crimes undiscovered. I'm excited about this too. Electrically charged, a balance between the romance, coming of age, and darker storyline. It's extremely well done. I'm curious how this is going to be a romance in any way. It sounds like a thriller to me, but I'm into it. I'm into thrillers lately. I gotta say though, like, my most exciting thing in the world is this book. I'm gonna like sleep with it by my bed. That's what I do with books that I'm like really pumped about reading, because it's like I wake up in the morning and I see it and I'm like, oh, I have a reason to go on. That's dramatic. So that is it for my haul. I hope that you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later. Bye.